Day 11. Last night, Hamas released a video with one of the Israeli hostages, a young woman kidnapped at the music festival, speaking out. Keren Shem, mother of captive Mia Shem, said, "I screamed when I saw the video of Mia because I saw she's alive. I see that she's very terrified and in a lot of pain, and I can see that she's saying what they're telling her to say." The New York Times analysis showed that some of the video is 6 days old. The head of the IDF Military Intelligence Directorate, the head of the Shin Bet Security Agency, and the IDF Chief of Staff have now all announced their responsibility for the failings that led to Hamas's murderous rampage on October 7th. The Prime Minister has yet to express any responsibility. There was a respite of 11 hours before dozens more rockets were fired into southern and central Israel from Gaza today. Most of the residents of the region directly adjacent to Gaza have been evacuated, but rockets were still aimed at the settlements. There was havoc in and damage to central cities, such as Rishon LeZion, which were also targeted. The IDF carried out a series of airstrikes across the Gaza Strip this morning, targeting Hamas headquarters, military sites where members were gathered, and hideout apartments in northern Gaza City, the northern part of Rafah, Jabilia and Khan Yunis. The IDF killed 4 terrorists who tried to cross the border from Lebanon and plant an explosive device close to Kibbutz Hanita this morning. Hezbollah continued to provoke the IDF this afternoon. 2 more anti-tank missiles were fired from Lebanon, landing close to Kibbutz Yiftach. Several army posts along the border were attacked by gunmen. An attack on the town of Metula this morning injured 2. It was announced this morning that President Joe Biden will visit Israel for a few hours tomorrow. This comes on the heels of Antony Blinken's second visit to Israel in just a few days, yesterday, when he participated in a briefing with the small emergency war cabinet. Romania's Prime Minister Marcel Ciolacu arrived this morning. Then German Chancellor Olaf Scholz met also with Prime Minister Netanyahu, Benny Gantz and former Chief of Staff Gadi Eisenkot. France's President Emmanuel Macron is also expected to visit in the coming days. He is said to be engaged in intensive talks to free the hostages held by Hamas. Some 600 people, mainly families with small children, are leaving Ofakim for a week to stay at hotels in Eilat. Fiverr and HiBob and other tech firms have launched the initiative to provide respite to residents of the town, which saw 50 of its 34,000 residents killed the previous Shabbat. 25 kilometers from the Gaza Strip, Ofakim does not fall under the national evacuation plan for communities near Gaza. And the government has announced that it is passing legislation to defer mortgage payments for soldiers, evacuees, families of victims and missing persons. This is Peter Jones-Pellach reporting for NCJWA Australia from Jerusalem.